Welcome back to All Indiana. What if we told you that you were born rich, that the life you've always dreamed of is already within you? You'd think I was a little bit off my rocker, but that's the first step to flipping the script on negativity.
Getting control of that negativity is the key to enjoying 365 days of abundance. And that's the name of the book that shows you how to turn your dreams into reality and depression into liberation. Its author is Judy Marie Bayloff, and she joins us now. Hey, Judy, it's so good to see you.
Guys. Happy Tuesday.
I'm happy Tuesday to you. Listen, I am all about abundance, and abundance dovetails with the law of attraction, one of the 12 universal laws that you have, yes?
Yes, one of the great 12 universal laws.
Now, let's talk about the universal law of relativity. How do you use this law to connect with people?
This is my favorite everyday law. I call this the everyday law because let's say you're stuck in traffic, or your kid's having a temper fit on the floor, or you just lost your job. We use the universal law of relativity, which says everything is neutral. Nothing's all good, nothing's all bad. You give things meaning by how you look at them. So you look for what the lesson is, or what you can do to make it better right away, or to say, I'm not going to think about this until tomorrow, kind of like Scarlett O'Hara, and it might be better then. And I have exercises I help people with to help change the paradigms where you always react the same way when your kids have a temper fit or you get stuck in traffic. And I use that law almost every day.
Wow. It's amazing how powerful our minds are. Another universal law, which is so powerful, is the law of giving and receiving. Let's talk about that one.
Oh my gosh, I've used this one to talk to business owners, to kids about how they spend their allowance, to myself when I'm feeling like, ooh, I'm feeling a little selfish right now. I think I need to save my money. Giving and receiving. There's actually a great essay written by Ralph Waldo Emerson, which I highly recommend if you have some spare reading time. It talks about the law of compensation, which is built into the law of giving and receiving, which basically says you will not receive any more in this world than what you have given away. And so if you're a business owner and you want to grow your business, figure out a way to give extra to every single client. Make them feel like they won in that transaction.
Wow.
And R.G. Letourneau down in Texas invented the earth moving machine. And he became a multi-millionaire, had a company, paid his employees well. When he died, they found out he'd given away 90 cents of every dollar he made.
Wow.
Wow.
Now that's the benefit of giving and receiving.
Yeah. And how would you say abundance has manifested itself in your life? How would you say?
In my life, I no longer, I was always been a pretty cheerful girl. I grew up in Minnesota, good values, good home, all that stuff. But I was still that kind of chick that stood at the water cooler and complained about my boss and got, cranky in traffic. And I just don't do, since I wrote that book, I am the most cheerful person you have ever met. It doesn't matter what happens. I use one of those 12 universal laws. I get myself on track. I control my thoughts. And the kind of happiness that you have in your life when you control your life and not the outside circumstances is totally hands down amazing.
Judy, you are talking about a kind of freedom that I wish most people had. We have a lot of power up here. Okay, so you say there's no such thing as being unlucky. Why is that?
Because we make our own luck. Have you ever met one of those people that it seems like they're sick all the time, they can't pay their rent all the time, they lost their boyfriend again, and they say, well, I just have bad luck. No, you don't. You attract the things you think about. And so you won't be, I don't have bad luck anymore. I have not had, I got COVID, I had it for 3 days, a little cough, all better, because I use auto-suggestion. I just say every day as I wake up and as I go to sleep, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better.
We all need a Judy Marie in our lives.
We need it.
We all need a Judy Marie in our lives.
Judy, when you think of, shaking that negativity, what do you feel like is the very first step that people need to take if they're around too many negative people or they're just having negative thoughts?
First thing you should do, that second book I wrote is called Flipping the Script, and that's the 7 steps that I put together for helping people when they're in negative situations. First thing, take 3 powerful breaths, in and out, because that talks to your parasympathetic nervous system and it makes you feel calmer inside your body. Second thing, wear a rubber band around your wrist and snap it every time you have one of those negative reactions, and it reminds you, it hurts a little bit, and it reminds you, get your act together. You're not that kind of person. Control your temper. Number 3, pray. Even if you're an atheist, there's no foxholes, there's no atheists in foxholes, so pray to the universe, if nothing else. Dear God, help me be a better person. Help me see the humor in this. Help me see the other drivers, or my child, or my spouse, whoever it is. And then patience. Count to 10 really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the first 4 steps. Try those 4 and see if you don't flip the script.
Judy Marie Bayloff. The book is 365 Days of Abundance. You've given us so many gems. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your insight.
I'm going to get some rubber bands.
Listen. Thanks, Judy.
Oh, Judy, thank you so much.